It's been too long. It has been too long since I have spoken to you one-on-one, dropping facts, dropping knowledge, and being entirely too corny while I do it. We are in a fresh new year, setting goals, having renewed expectations, wanting to get better at certain things. You know the deal. One of the biggest things I think is most important is starting off with that fire and that drive again. Obviously, it's ideal to have it all day, every day, but if we're being real with ourselves, that's really just not how it goes, at least not for me. Inspiration and that kind of lightning in a bottle is hard to come by sometimes, and that is okay. So I thought it was a good time to kick the year off with a more personal kind of diary of sorts about how I recently got the flame for videography back, and how also this childhood baby toy had a big part in it. I got this from my brother for Christmas, and now it is one of my favorite things that I own. He's big on sentimental gifts, and I had mentioned previously about wanting to buy one of these a while back and just keep it on the shelf for a memory. And I had this toy when I was just a toddler, and it's one of my fondest memories of my early childhood. I remember holding it in my hands, looking through the viewfinder, and wanting to be just like my dad, who documented our family life on a Sony camcorder, which I also still have on the shelf. Me running around with this toy eventually turned into my brother and I running around with the big camcorder, filming movies, commercials, skits, anything we could think of. The sky was the limit. Now, what this toy did for me was remind me that I need to capture things with that same childhood wonder that I had back then. I didn't care so much about compositions. I didn't care at all about resolution. I could go on and on. I was a kid that was excited about filming. Obviously, being a full-time video guy now, I have to worry about certain things like resolution and composition. I want to deliver something great to the client. And this isn't just for videographers and creatives when I say this, but many of us know that once something becomes a job, it can very quickly drain your passion and very honestly kill your excitement about it. And this has happened to me several times. And when we step back from doing it at work and try to do stuff on our own time, like creating content for YouTube, we often fall into the trap of analysis paralysis, trying to adhere to a strict YouTube schedule, following the algorithm, chasing goals and not being satisfied when we hit said goals. It's a cycle. I could talk conceptually and on an emotional level all day, but what this toy really did for me was cement an idea that I had been forming for a little while prior in December. So what I did practically to help me get out of this slump was my memory dump videos. For me, it's always been a struggle to balance shooting cinematic and engaging content while also living in the moment. I feel like I have to make everything look great and compete with other creators and the whole nine. And since this is something personal, I kind of just decided to drop the super high expectations. Every shot didn't have to be smooth. I didn't have to stop the whole family while we're out and be like, wait, I need to get this shot. Rather, I just shoot it as I walk by with them. Obviously, this depends, case by case basis. If the shot is great enough, I may still stop and hold everyone up. Sue me. I do have other videos on my channel that resemble the memory dump videos, like my Thanksgiving video from 2019, but the memory dump concept kind of marked the first time that I've been honest with myself about all of this. These videos really allowed me to be present and just document my life, which is something else that the toy solidifies the idea of. So much of my childhood is on tape, while not enough of my adolescence and early adulthood is. I want to be able to look back on the journey and see my family and I in different seasons, ages, emotions, and everything else. And when I was a kid, I just pointed and I shot. If you look at the memory dump videos, they aren't quite as raw as early home videos. I do still color grade them a bit. I add nice music, and again, this is that balance. I do like to make things look good. This is the style that I like and that I'm into right now. And I hope that it changes along with my tastes and preferences as I continue to grow as a filmmaker and just as a person. I want them to be a reflection of the times for me personally. I'm not the first one to do it. I won't be the last, and I didn't look to see if someone used the name Memory Dump for similar videos before creating the series. I did this for me, not for the likes, not for the views, but to look on with love for now and forever. I absolutely encourage you to make your own similar videos or document your journey however you see fit. Documenting the process is so incredibly precious. So shoot on your phone, a GoPro, a cinema camera, really whatever you got. I'd also love to know ways that you may have gained your passion back for a particular hobby or interest. And lastly, I really want you to know that you are not alone. I struggle with burnout, with inspiration droughts, with imposter syndrome, and more constantly. I am an anxious person already, and it comes when it comes. I'm along for the ride. I hope that this was insightful for some, maybe inspirational for others, or maybe just entertainment for you. I'm excited about this year and to document it as much as I can. And I want to know what you're excited about. I also want you to know that you are blessed and you are loved. And as always, I'll be back soon.